burden of proof is beyond a reasonable doubt. You got to have some evidence here. So you're either concealing it from me if you don't answer, or you don't have any. No real gray area there. So we get into, the man gets into the hearing, and the judge says, would you like to speak to the prosecutor before we have this hearing? Ah, sure, why not? He goes out in the hallway, says to the prosecutor, well, how about it? Can you answer the question? No. No, and that's stupid. I don't even think it's relevant. We'll let the judge decide. It's not the judge's burden. No. So he said, you know what? I don't care how you want to play this. But I'll tell you what. I'm looking at a year in jail. I'm going to ask the cop the same question on the stand. Because they give him a jury in Maine still. It's not a complete joke like it is here in Arizona where you don't get a jury. They want to put you in jail. Ah, no jury. He says, I'm going to ask the cop the same question on the stand. Right in front of the jury. I'm going to embarrass the heck out of both of you. It's your call. Well, I'll let the judge, I'll just let the judge decide. Because, you know, they're buddies. They work for the same team. Right. So they get in there, and the judge said, no hearing. Motion to dismiss denied. You're going to trial. We're going to get a jury on such and such a day, blah, blah. And he stands up. I have an objection. Well, what's your objection? I haven't got discovery yet. It's one question. Is there evidence of a complaint?
Yeah, that's right. Discovery doesn't have to be in writing.
That's right.
Yeah.
I have my discovery, and it just... All right. Says to the prosecutor, you've got 10 days to give this man his discovery. I have no choice but to dismiss it. Well, what do you think happened on day 11? Prosecutor withdrew all the charges. Now, I have the dismissal, the order of dismissal, because he filed his motion to dismiss and the judge granted it. So I have an order of dismissal that it was dismissed with prejudice. With prejudice.
Means it can't come back.
Right. So it's not a matter of, oh, Mr. Prosecutor, you just need some time to bring your evidence. No, you have no evidence. Yeah. And you know it. And I know it. And I don't want this guy coming in and saying this in front of a jury. Okay? Because he's clearly willing to go to jail to ask this question. And the jury's going to hear it. And they're going to wonder why I'm putting a man in jail for asking a question.
What are some of the other issues that you're dealing with in this book that maybe someone could have an advantage of by reading?
Well, what I try to do in the book is not so much, it's not really a self-help how to navigate the courts. What I wanted to do was I wanted to help people clear their mind, and I wanted people to be able to think more clearly. I wanted the matrix, if you will, or the cloud, the public relations. I wanted to strip through all the public relations so that people, if they are attacked, can see things as they are. When someone says they got a traffic ticket, a police pulled them over and they got a traffic ticket, that's not what I see. What I see is I see a man with a gun who doesn't respect this person's rights and is going to take control of his life and property without his consent. And that's important because they put themselves out as, benevolent protectors of life, liberty, and property. But if they're protecting life, liberty, and property, why are they taking control of your life and property without your consent? I think if you can see through all the legalese, like when the IRS attacks you, when they say that you have a tax liability and they're going to take your house, all that's happening is you have a group of men and women who cannot do business on a voluntary basis. They can't provide a product like a book or something else or a TV show. They can't do that and offer the service or the product on a voluntary basis. So what they're doing is they're taking your property by force. They're not revenue agents. They're just guys with guns taking your property. So you look at what's happening and compare it to the rhetoric. Take their nonsense, what they say to you. I represent the state. Well, don't fight him on that. Don't assume, oh, okay, he represents the state. What you do is you know that there is no such thing as a state. It's a figment of the imagination. It doesn't exist, and even lawyers will tell you it's a body corporate, which is just a figment of the imagination. And so instead of looking at him as an agent of the state, he's a man who represents nobody but himself, who's taking your property by force. And if you just question him, Don't fight him. Don't say, hey, are you not this? You have no right. You ask him, well, what is a state? Or you say, well, exactly, factually, how was this obligation created? I don't want your opinion. Don't tell me the law. I already, we got your opinion. Give me the facts. And a lot of people say, well, what do you mean facts? Well, one of the examples I use in the book is if I scream, I'm going to kill you, and then I take a chair and I break it over your back. Those are the facts. The opinion is that I committed assault and battery.
Yeah.
But if I just say assault and battery, I'm not telling you anything.
Right.
You're guilty of assault and battery. What did I do? Assault and battery. What did I do?
Could be absolutely anything.
There are hundreds of thousands of different ways that you can commit assault and battery. You're not giving me the facts.
Right.
So if they say, the law creates this obligation, well, okay, you've got your opinion. I committed assault and battery. But what facts do you base it on? Well, you committed assault and battery. Give me some facts.
Yeah.
And this is all the assessments, so-called assessments, that I have helped get thrown out, and tickets that have been thrown out have been because all I did was ask for the facts the opinions were based on. But it is available at adventuresinlegalland.com. You can also write to me at Post Office Box 31258, Mesa, Arizona, 85275-1258. The easiest way is to go to adventuresinlegalland.com if you have a PayPal account.
Okay. Very much. This was fun.
Thank you. It was a blast.
Yeah, educational, and boy do I need it. Good night. Right there.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun.
Don't care if I die. Don't ever leave me. Don't ever say goodbye. Come on, Chris, give it to me now. Thank you.